Hello.
This swamp is dangerous. Strength was dormant within me. Oh, exquisite.
It's alright. Kind of been a little anxious today because
This swamp
they
is
didn't tell me
dangerous.
that it was going to take like over a day to just install a solid state drive. I'm like, can't you just do it like right now? They're like, no, we don't know when we can get it done. Like, why does it take so long? Why does it take so long to install a hard drive? It should take a few minutes.
Exquisite.
There was a guy on Facebook that was supposed to do it, but he ghosted me. But I'm always really smart about that stuff, and I never, I always meet them at a public place, and then I also,
Dangerous.
I make them meet me instead of me meeting them, because if they ghost me, I'm not stranded, right? I told that guy to meet me at the McDonald's, and he didn't show up. But the McDonald's is a 5-minute walk, so like I'm not stranded. I don't have to call for a ride or anything. But yeah, that was the original plan. But that guy just went dark randomly, which is weird because he didn't get any money out of me. There was no transaction. It hadn't even gotten to the point where any money was going to get spent. Yeah, looking like it's not going to get done today. I think they close at 8. It's already almost 5. So I'm guessing tomorrow early.
This swamp is
They'll hopefully
dangerous.
send me the email and I'll just have to haul ass over there before the bus gets too busy.
Such strength lay dormant within me. Oh, exquisite.
Surprised they don't let you pay extra to just get it done right there, because, like, never at any point in the call would they tell me it was going to take this long. It should just take a couple minutes. Why don't they do it in, like, the order of the difficulty, like, switching out a drive shouldn't take that long.
This will sting. This
Not, like, asking a whole lot here.
dormant within me.
Oh well. I'm not going anywhere anyway. I'm not working at my neighbor's house. I'm only going over there to feed the cats, because they've got stuff they've got to do before I can be over there regularly again. So it's no big deal. But yeah, it'll be nice. It's got a 1
This
terabyte
swamp is dangerous.
drive in it, so that's going to be really good. No more shader cache problems.
Strength lay dormant within me.
Insufficient output. Neutralized. Warning. Energy levels usefulness. Low. Insufficient output. Destroyed. Warning. Energy usefulness. Low.
Oh, exquisite.
Hello, Abby.
This swamp is dangerous.
I kind of had a feeling it wasn't going to be today, but they really have, like, no transparency whatsoever. I thought that they could just, like, do it right away, but there's got to be a wait time for everything now.
Strength lay dormant within me. Oh, exquisite.
I can't do it myself, so I guess this is the consequences. And give myself even worse anxiety trying to do that by myself.
This swamp is dangerous.
I have my saves backed up, so should be pretty seamless to go back on there. Probably have to re-download some things, but it won't be too bad.
This swamp is dangerous.
Anyone need help? I shall see to this.
Strength lay dormant within me.
Insufficient output. Usefulness. Low. Neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Destroy.
This swamp is dangerous.
Warning. Energy levels low. Destroy. Neutralized. Insufficient
We live to fight another day.
How you guys doing today? Anything new? I don't drive,
This
so,
swamp
and
is dangerous.
the ride share here has been super busy, so it's been very limiting not being able to go anywhere or spend any money. I need the money to get back home.
threat neutralized.
It must be really popular or something.
Warning. Energy levels destroyed.
Man, it should not take this long to just install a hard drive.
Obtained.
Like, oh, we're not sure if we can do it today. It's like, why? Like the easiest job for them.
This swamp is dangerous. Strength lay dormant within me. This swamp is dangerous.
Anyone need help?
We have the upper hand. Strength lay dormant within me. Oh, exquisite. This swamp is dangerous. This swamp is dangerous.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Such strength lay dormant within me. Oh, exquisite.
This one'll. Great job, me. Bet I could do. Great job, me. This one'll. Great job, me. Bet I could do. Great job, me. Bet I could do. About what I expected. This one. Great job, me. Bet I could do. Great job, me. This one. Great job, me. This one. Great job, me. Bet I can do. Great job, me. Bet I can do. About what I expected. Bet I could do that. Great job, me. This one. Great job, me. This one. Great job, me. Bet I could do that. About what I expected. Bet I could do. Great job, me.
Yeah, it's definitely not getting done today. They haven't updated it in 24 hours. I guess it takes them a really long time to do a basic task, like just change the hard drive. I didn't even know that there was going to be a wait. They don't mention that part until you get there. Like, why is there a wait to do something this simple? Can't you just do it now? Why does it take so long? It's nuts. It's like a really big deal for them to change over a hard drive.
Practice makes perfect. I think couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think couldn't have done it any better. Don't have done it any better. I think couldn't have done it any better. I think couldn't have done it any better. Don't want to. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want to. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want to toot my own horn, but couldn't have done it any better.
I guess you could call them Smash trophies. Yeah,
I think
they're past characters from the previous
couldn't have
games.
done it any better.
She's from she's the other martial artist in Star Ocean 3, Mirage Chaos. But yeah, I'm finishing up my builds.
Couldn't have done it any better.
I'm like almost done with this game. I don't know if I'm gonna play it again right away. I
Couldn't have done it any better.
might play something else next. And it'll go a lot faster the second time because I'll know where everything is, and I'll also be cheating to get all the stuff back because there's no New Game Plus in this.
Couldn't have done it any better.
Should go a lot faster.
I think
Shouldn't have to resort to cheating, but that's just how this game is. They don't want you to earn your stuff and carry it over, apparently. They want you to keep grinding.
This should do nicely.
I don't mind it right now because I'm leveling up to the max level anyway by doing this. So all this money I'm spending I'll make back. But there's Chisato from Star Ocean 2. She was in my party in the remake. It's pretty cool.
This should do nicely.
This game's martial artist isn't anywhere near as fun to play as the previous games. She's kind of like a battle mage. She's decent to play, but I'm not the biggest fan.
Inspiration. This should do nicely. This should do nicely. This should do nicely. This should do nicely. This should do nicely.
You know what, let me save first, and I'm gonna go ahead and freeze the... item counter, because I like this game, but I don't like sitting in this menu for hours. I've already done hours of it. I don't really have much left to do, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fire up Cheat Engine here. I think I'm gonna move on to the next game, and then maybe like come back to this in a few weeks. That seems like what I might feel like doing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and freeze. So what this will do is make it so I can just keep trying instead of having to save and reload. That's really the only thing it's doing. You still need enough money to do it, it's just you don't spend so much time waiting for load screens. I'm all about that right now. The gear in this game is very fun, but they really should have added some kind of way that you can actually guarantee you get what you want, instead of having to basically gamble. But that's pretty much what this game is. It's secretly a gacha game. It's just it doesn't cost any money. But it costs time and your sanity, which is almost as bad as it costing real money, in my opinion. It just takes way too long to do this. I like getting the pieces and making them. I just don't like having to restart the game and save scum for like an hour to get one piece. Like, I'm not really feeling that anymore. This way you get the gear, you still get the fun of getting the gear, but you don't have to save and reload so many times. That's what I'm getting really tired of.
I refuse. This should do nicely.
Alright. It's like they wanted this to have like really fun builds, but then they committed the sin of making it take too long to get it, and then also you can't carry it over. So it's like, I've done most of this legit, and I definitely would do all of it legit if this game was still relevant. But it's not. That's the thing. I'm not doing this for the channel. It's because I'm just enjoying playing it, so I'm less inclined to care about playing stuff legit. I mean, I did the whole game legit. It was only when I started doing this endgame grind stuff that I started using Cheat Engine. Yeah, this game does not really respect your time in a lot of ways. Why can't you, like, give me a material for beating, like, the hardest content? Like, hey, this will just let you pick exactly what you want with no RNG. That would be so much better than the way it's working right now, where you can basically do this for hours and get nothing. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back. Where was that again? Yeah, it was here.
Well, that was indeed fruitful. This should do nicely. This should do nicely. This should do nicely. This should do nicely.
This game is just begging for you to cheat. It's just begging for you to do it. I don't like using Cheat Engine that much, because then you get tempted to do it on everything, and like, as a content creator, I have to make guides that people on console can use, right? I can't just say, you know, hey, here's this mod that will cut the amount of time you need to spend resetting the game and waiting for loading. That's the logical thing to do after you've done it for a couple hours, but it only applies to people that have gaming PCs. So I don't like to do this that much, but I definitely will consider doing it when it's something I'm just playing for fun.
My in
Nothing I make for this game is going to be relevant for the algorithm at all. People
and there we
people
have
did
it.
pretty well documentation of breaking this game back when it came out, so
This should
if
do
it's for
nicely.
my own personal enjoyment, I definitely will be more open to using Cheat Engine. It really depends on what I'm playing. But generally, I don't mess with it at all until I beat the game, because that way
This should do
I'm
nicely.
usually done with the guides at that point anyway.
Inspir-
It depends on how bad the
this should
grind
do
is.
nicely.
In this game, it's a lot of luck.
My in This should do nicely. My in
Yeah, I do want to do some videos with this for fun.
my in
I just don't want to spend like 80 hours resetting the game to do that, because I could legit beat like 4 other games in my backlog in that time. Like so many other games I could beat. I don't want to spend too much time on this when it's not something that is going to grow my channel.
inspir- This should do
Yeah, I've
nicely.
definitely lightened up on using mods and stuff as I get older.
Inspir-
It just depends on the game.
This should do nicely.
It depends on the game or if I'm like actually making videos for it.
This should do
Those are like the
nicely.
2 main things.
My
If I'm not making videos for it, I will use a mod if it's something that just straight up makes the game better for me, like
inspir-
Monster Hunter Rise. I did
do
that.
nicely.
Monster Hunter Rise, I used the health bar mod because I hate not being able to see health bars. And nobody gave me crap for it because they knew that I was new to the game, and I'm like not bragging about it or anything. It's just like, hey, this makes the game more fun for me, you know. I still have to fight the enemies legit. It's just I don't like not having a health bar.
My in This should
I
do
didn't really
nicely.
mod that game that much.
Inspir-
But it was not a content game for me. It was just something to play casually.
This should do nicely. Inspiration strikes again. This should do nicely. My in This should do nicely. My in This should do nicely. Inspir This should do nicely. Inspir This should do nicely. My in 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 This should do nicely. Inspir This should do nicely. Inspir This should do nicely. Inspir This should do nicely. My in This should do nicely. My in This should do nicely. My in This should do nicely. Inspir This should do nicely. My in
Have you guys seen the
should do nicely.
Mario RPG remake? It looks really solid like the Star Ocean remake,
Do nicely.
but it's also like 1-to-1, just like the Star Ocean remake. They like didn't really change it that much. You can tell that they're like, all these game companies are like really anxious to pull a FF7 remake and like drastically change stuff because they're like remaking all these S tier JRPGs now, but like they're all playing it like super safe. I watched a decent chunk of the game last night. Like, yeah, looks good, but it's kind of just the same game. They changed a couple things, but it's mostly a 1-to-1 remake. I feel like that's how things are going to be from now on. They're like terrified to make it like the FF7 remake.
Well, that
No, I think it's good that they're doing 1-to-1 remakes, but I don't know. I played the original to death growing up, so it's just like the exact same thing. I'm not like super interested. They did add some new stuff,
do
but
nicely.
I feel like going forward, that's going to be how they do remakes for these kinds of games now, is not try to change it too much. They got a lot of shit for that. And, FF7 remake, like, you know, it's not really a remake. It kind of is, but at the same time, it's not.
This should do nicely.
It's like a remake and sequel and reboot, like, at the same time, which is really weird. Which is interesting because
This should do nicely.
the people that made this game did that, like, almost 20 years ago with Valkyrie Profile 2.
This should do nicely.
Because that game was simultaneously a prequel and a sequel. It doesn't really become a sequel until the end, but yeah, it's like a prequel and a sequel. It's pretty interesting how they pulled it off.
This should do
I
nicely.
imagine with JRPG remakes, they're gonna want to play it super safe now. Like, we're just gonna give you the same game, updated.
This should do nicely.
We're not gonna fuck with this too much.
This should do
Because we
nicely.
know what happens if we do get a big backlash. People that wanted a 1-to-1 remake and didn't get it.
This should do nicely. This should do nicely.
Star Ocean 2 remake was very safe as well. Like I don't even think they changed the script. I think like
Should do nicely.
the voice acting and the script is like 1-to-1 copy, which is why you don't hear any narrative-focused complaints about that game. Is it's 1-to-1. It's the same game, just better. It seems to be working in their favor. Star Ocean's a lot less popular than all the other
This should do nicely.
active JRPG series, mostly because the quality has been very inconsistent.
Should do nicely.
I think this game is like the best one, in my opinion. I've only played half of the series, but
Should do nicely.
Star Ocean 5 no one liked. No one liked that game. 4 is kind of
Do
divisive,
nicely.
and then this game mostly just gets a bad rap because of the launch state was really bad. Which I totally, I empathize with that.
This should do nicely.
People are getting less tolerant of bad ports.
This should do
I
nicely.
bought this. I actually pre-ordered this game. I like just finished it like 2 days ago.
This should do
It's been in my
nicely.
backlog for over a year. Main problems with this port is stuttering. Stuttering and it looks really blurry. But I got both of those things fixed. I'm glad I was able to play it. I'm glad I gave it a chance, but yeah, the launch date for this game was unacceptable. I totally don't fault anyone for not being super hyped to play this. I'm glad people are starting to clap back against game companies, though. It's been going on for far too long. They're gonna charge you $70 for something that doesn't work.
refuse to... This should do nicely. Intrigue?
This game stuttered like crazy. It was like super not fun to play.
I refuse. This should do nicely. I refuse. This should do nicely. Intrigue? This should do nicely. I refuse. This should do nice. Intrigue? This should do nice. Intrigue? This should do nice. I refuse. This should do nice. I refuse. This should do nice. Intrigue? This should do nicely.
I wonder what they're gonna do now that Star Ocean actually has a critically acclaimed game under its belt again after the post Star Ocean 3 being always mixed reviews at best. Star Ocean 4 had a lot of expectations, mostly because 3 is pretty much the FF7 of this franchise, meaning it's not always considered to be the best, but it's the most popular one, so that means that everything else is compared to it. And now they actually have another game that's like really highly regarded. I don't think combat is that great in the 2 remake, but it's still a good game, and the amount of polish and quality of life it had was a lot better than other stuff I played. Ironically, even this game, which is supposed to be like more advanced. This game is lacking so much polish. You need a lot of patience to really play this game. Even with the cheats, it's still a nightmare to do all this stuff. I think that the 2 remake, for the most part, had very few polish problems outside of what I'm doing right now. Making optimal gear was still like terrible, but other than that, it was surprisingly good. It's just like, how are they going to remake the 3rd game? It's going to cost like way more money to make that game. You know, Star Ocean 2 is it's a pixel art game with pre-rendered backgrounds, so it's comparatively a lot easier and cheaper to make than something like this, even though this game is still like pretty poverty. The budget is like non-existent. I don't have any more edge ones in here, do I? I guess I don't. I got a couple here. Alright. I'm working on another character here. Get her gear.
I refuse to call. This This should do nicely. I refuse. This should do nicely.
Alright. Yeah, good. I got two naked tri-emblems here. Alright. So, let's take that attack plus 17. Where was it again? It was Daryl? Yeah. Alright, that should just go over, shouldn't it?
Intriguing.
Yeah, there we
This
go.
should do nicely.
That's a hell of a piece of gear right there. Almost done. Okay, so now I need to make more edge. I need to make more edge ones. And then I think I have enough to just finish up almost all the characters. Yeah, you can see how long this takes even when I'm cheating. The only thing this is really doing is just saving time. Otherwise, you gotta reset every single time you do this. It adds up. It's been hours and hours of this already, even with the cheats. Let's try to get some edge pieces.
Great
There's
job,
one.
me. That I can do. Great job, me. This one will leave. Great job, me.
Best tri-emblems are the naked ones with no factors on them.
Great job, me.
Those are the best ones, because then
That
you
I do
can
this in my sleep.
make the exact factors you want and
Great
then just
job,
dump
me.
them on, and there's no RNG. But a lot of times
That
it
I
gives
can
you
do-
ones with junk on them.
Great
I
job,
don't
me.
really want those.
That I can do. Great job, me. That I can do. Great job, me. This one will. Great job, me. That I can do.
Come
Great
on,
job, me.
killing me here, Ray.
Great job, me.
Oh man, he's only made
That I can do.
one piece.
Great job, me.
He's only made one out of
That I can do.
12 attempts.
Not what I expected.
This is
That I
why
can
I've
do.
just resorted to using
Great
this
job,
cheat,
me.
because it's still, the rates are really bad.
That I can do. Great job,
Alright,
me.
he made 2.
That I can do.
I think you need a total of
Great
4.
job,
Alright,
me.
he's on a roll again. He got a hot streak.
That I can do that. Great job, me.
Hot streak. Come on, can you make one more? One more.
Great job, me.
Come on, big money, big money.
This one will leave. Great job,
Nope,
me.
that ain't it, man.
That I can do. Great job,
He only
me.
made like 3 out of 20. Alright. So, let's go ahead and fuse those together. Yeah, I got one right here. So, lock those 2, and then gotta reset. Keep trying until I get 3 of them.
I refuse. This should do nicely.
Bad roll. Good
This should
roll.
do nicely.
Alright. So now the problem is you can only lock 2 of them, so it's gonna take a while until you get exactly 4 of them. So lock 2, and then keep doing shuffle synthesis until it gives you what you want.
I refuse. This should
Nope.
do nicely. I refuse. This should do nicely. I refuse. This should do nicely. I refuse. This should do nicely.
That's a terrible roll right there.
This should do.
Come on, you can do it.
This should
You can do it.
Intriguing.
Imagine how long this would take if I wasn't using this cheat. basically just makes
Should
it
do
so
nicely.
I don't have to keep resetting. Alright. So that's one character halfway done already in just a couple minutes. It's actually not that bad. Don't I have a naked one in here somewhere? Yeah, right here. Where's Edge? There we go.
I refuse.
Boom.
Should do nicely.
Nice, nice. Alright, so now... what else do I need? Probably don't need to do too much more crafting. I think I should have enough in here, actually. Kind of need to go for the... I need to go for the supplemental stuff instead of the damage. Yeah, these Mastema, sorry. Yeah. Like this.
I refuse. This should do nicely.
Alright, so now take that. This is going to be the supplemental piece for combos. Where's that lightning projectile one? I actually want to mess with that a little bit. I know I had one in here somewhere. There's a bunch of them. Here we go. That's a 14% chance. Do I have higher than that?
I refuse. This should do nicely.
Alright, there we go. Where's Mastema? Alright, so now lock these, and then I'm gonna get the lightning projectiles, I think. Where'd that one go? I know it was in here somewhere. There it is. Alright, so this is gonna take a couple tries.
This should do nicely.
Oh, never mind, it just went straight on there. Alright, cool. Let's see here. Alright, so now I need to make the stagger up. Looks like the next thing I need to make. I don't know how many of those I've got left. I might have to go buy some. Yeah, the tri-emblems are done for the martial artist. What's her name? Malkia. I just gotta do the supplemental stuff now. It shouldn't be anywhere near as hard. I could just use this, huh? Let me see which piece of gear is hers. Oh yeah, her weapon is terrible. It's like really bad. I'm thinking... Do I have another Aegis plate in here? I don't have a naked one, do I? That's gonna make things easier for sure. Yeah, her weapon and her gear need work. I think it's doable. Let me see which one it is again. It's I don't really care about the other characters right now, so Frozen Rest. Alright, so gotta get rid of that somehow. Okay. Yeah, this one. So let's get her stagger power. I've gotta have just a raw one in here somewhere. If not, I know where to buy it. Actually, this one's not bad. Could just take that. Take that and, you haven't missed anything. I'm just, getting intimate with this menu here. You're not missing anything. I'm almost done, though, and there'll actually be some gameplay, I promise. Alright. So I got the stagger power on there. Let me see if I have a perfect dodge one. That one might actually be really good.
Should do nicely.
Alright, now I need accessory factor. I gotta have that in here somewhere. High accessory factor rate. And then I need to do the weapon, and she's done. Pretty much decked out. I gotta have an accessories factor in here somewhere. After all that stuff I made, there's gotta be at least one of them in here. I really wish you could just sort by the affix. Well, they're called factors in this game, but I call them affixes because I'm from PSO2. I really need to add it, like, hey, here's all the stuff you have with this specific affix. So you can just instantly find it. But you gotta look through all this junk. It's just nightmare-inducing. Let me see here. Philosopher's Stone, Welch. Have any of those. Alright, I gotta take a brief intermission to make some.
This should do nicely. This should do nicely. This should do nicely. Instincts tell me this should do nicely. 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 This should do nicely.
You're not making any... You're not making any of the piece I need at all. Let's try her.
Do you not think it a triumph?
No, that ain't a triumph, girl.
This could. Do you not think it a triumph? This could. Do you not think it a triumph? This could. Do you not think it a
Oh, there we go.
triumph?
Alright, good. Finally an actual triumph. What else we got here? I should probably make a couple of those, huh?
This could.
I don't think they stack.
Do you not
I think
think
they
it a
only,
triumph?
it only takes the strongest one that you have equipped.
Do you
Doesn't
not
stack.
think it a triumph?
The caps in this game are not told to you at all. I had to find the
Do you
caps
not
by
think
looking
it a
online.
triumph? Such. Do you not think it a triumph? This curve. Do you not think it a triumph? This curve. Do you not think it a triumph?
Thanks for dropping by.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
Intrigue. This should do nicely. I refuse. This should do nicely. Intrigue. This should do nicely. I refuse. This should do nicely. Intrigue. This should do nicely. I refuse. This should do nicely.
There we go. Another piece done. Finally making some damn progress here. Alright. Yeah, she's pretty much done for the most part. It's just the weapon is really bad. I gotta figure out what I want on the weapon. Let me see here. I think what I have should be sufficient, hopefully. Let's see, do I have another edge in here? Let me double check. I got her an accessories one, didn't I? I do not have an accessories one. Okay. So that's like top priority. Okay, so Lucifer is what I'm looking for. No accessories on this. It's a 22%.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think 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 have done it any better.
Alright, this guide is lying. She is not making whatever... She's not making what she's supposed to. Shit is not working. How do I make the accessory factor? Two 30% factors will work as well as 260. This is not working.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better.
Oh man, the homie Albel. One of my favorites.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better.
Man, you're really sucking at this, girl. Come on.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it any better.
No, you definitely could have done it better.
I think I couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it to. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it
Oh
any
good, a
better.
naked tri-emblem. That's something at least. I'll take what I can get. Those are like one of the best things you can get, because it means that you can do all the RNG on another piece and then just transfer it over, instead of having to do shuffle synthesis, which always is a crapshoot in terms of how many times you need to do it until you get exactly what you want.
Couldn't have done it any better.
Yeah, this is not working. She's not making anything like what they're saying.
I think couldn't have done it any better.
Come on.
Couldn't
I wish you could just do like 10 of these at once, instead of just one. I like that in the Star Ocean 2 remake. Just make 10 of them right away, instead of all this waiting.
Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think couldn't have done it any better.
No, you definitely could have done that better. You're lying. Stop gaslighting me. You suck at your job. Making complete useless stuff. Where's that Welch? I had a copy of Welch in here somewhere. I might just go with that for now, as I'm getting tired of looking at this damn menu. Where's the Welch?
I've mastered. Do you not think it a triumph?
Could have sworn I had a Welch in here. What the hell? Did I, like, not... Why does this game have a sort feature? Like, come on, man. Like, how do you not have a sort feature in 2022 when this game came out? This is whack. You can't just find what you want. There's so much stuff in here. Why can't you just push a button like, hey, this is exactly what you need? Just look for the exact property that you want, and then just put it on. But you gotta scroll through this menu so slow. It's just begging people to cheat. Make it this janky. Come on. Maybe I just have another one in here. I'm getting fed up with this. It's taking too long. Can't just be like, hey, pay extra or something and just get everything. None of this having to save scum. Maybe I have another one in here somewhere before I start making more stuff, because I actually want to play the game and not look at this damn menu. I gotta have at least one in here with all this stuff. Why is there no sort feature? Come on, where's the accessories? Where's the accessory buff factor? How is there none? Like, hundreds of things in here. They want you to not make builds because it takes hours. It should just take minutes. Just put the stuff on there and be done. Or have like a recipe to do it or something. Not just do this for so long and then you don't even get to carry it over to the next playthrough, which is like the worst part. You gotta do all this again. They're out of their damn minds. No wonder everybody hates that these games don't have New Game Plus. I totally get it. I do not want to do this twice. It's been hours of this, looking at this menu that basically does not respect your time at all. You can craft so much stuff, but you have no way of sorting through it whatsoever. So what ends up happening is you gotta scroll through the same stuff constantly to find the exact thing you're looking for. Instead of just like, hey, push the Y button. Here's everything you have with that. I can't believe I don't even have one in here. All this stuff. Really should have done like a quality of life patch for this game or something. I don't even have like a 30% one in here. At a 15. Yeah, pretty much all I need is accessory factor. Maybe I can just find 2 of those in here. It's just fucking nuts, man. Let's make an awesome build system. Let's make an awesome build system, but then make it such a fucking pain in the ass to do anything with it.
Glad to be of assistance. Well, that was indeed fruitful.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think 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 couldn't have done it any
Does not want to give me this fucking piece. It's not giving it to me. It won't even give me one.
Couldn't have done it any better.
Let's take the worst things from gacha games, but
Couldn't have done it any
actually be worse than gacha games because there's no pity system. At least on those games, when you spend hundreds of dollars, you're guaranteed to get what you want.
Don't want it.
It's just like worse than gacha.
Couldn't have done it any better.
If I was paying real money for this, I would have gotten multiple of them by now.
Couldn't have done it any better.
This is why having this kind of stuff in games where you're not paying real money is worse in some ways, because there's no pity system. So
Couldn't have done it any better.
you could do this for hours and get nothing.
I think couldn't have done it any better.
It's funny to think about, but it's very true. I've done over 100 attempts at this, and I've only gotten like one. If I was playing a gacha game, I would have had multiple of them by now. The rates would actually be better. That's why video games don't need... Single-player games don't need gacha mechanics. Just make it so you can get exactly what you want by doing, like, an actual challenge or something. Not gamble. It's gambling that doesn't cost any money, but it costs you sanity. I'm this close to just editing it in. And I'm very close to just doing that. I'm running out of patience.
Don't want it.
It's just asinine how much it takes.
Let me give it to you. Thanks for
Well, that was indeed
I want you
fruitful.
to, stop playing this game. We don't want you to have fun with this awesome system we made. No. I want you to get frustrated and uninstall. That's the message it's giving me right now. Or cheat.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it
I
any
don't want those. Alright, if I get one more decent one, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop.
Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it
Oh,
any
there's a
better.
30. Never mind. Alright. Okay, so now... take this. Factor lock. That. Arumat.
Leave this. Do you not think it a triumph? I've not. Do you not think it a triumph?
Okay. So now, take this. That. Actually, I need one more, huh? Alright. Let me go ahead and save that in case I make a mistake.
I think I couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it any better.
Oh wow, an armor factor. It's actually not bad, but not what I'm looking for.
Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it any better. Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it any better. Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it any
Come on, you dingus. Can you do anything right? You made one. Can you please make one more? And then just put like an attack up on that thing and it'd be done.
Couldn't have done it any better.
Have at least one optimized character in this game.
Any better.
And then I think I'm just gonna item edit the rest because I can't take this anymore.
Couldn't have done it any better.
I'm starting to lose it here.
Don't wanna...
I'm more intimate with this damn menu than anything else.
Don't wanna...
Come on, man. Come on.
Don't wanna... Couldn't have done
Not
it
doing a
any
very
better.
good job here.
Don't wanna...
20 attempts, you can't even make one.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it any better. Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it any better. Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it any better. Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it any better. Don't wanna... Couldn't have done it any better. Don't wanna... Not bad. I think couldn't have done it any better. I think couldn't have done it any better. Don't wanna... Couldn't have
Come
done
on! I just need you to make one more accessory factor. Can you do that, please?
couldn't have done it any
Instead of
better.
making all this junk. almost 40 attempts now.
Couldn't have
Hasn't
done
made
it
a single one. Better luck playing gotcha games than this.
Couldn't have done it any better.
Gacha rates are better than this. They don't even give you the decency of letting you carry this over. I've seen so many people say they wanted to play this game twice because they enjoyed it, but then the thought of having to do this again turned them off. Like, yeah, I totally get it. You're gonna have this many layers of RNG. You better be able to carry this shit over.
Couldn't have done it any better.
I don't know what they're thinking with no New Game Plus.
Couldn't have done it any better.
Make this game way more replayable, because you could
I think
actually experience the rest of the content and have, like, new stuff to look forward to. Refighting the bosses with actual builds and everything, but no.
couldn't have done it any better.
Nope. You gotta do all this again. Every single time you play. Somebody needs to make a New Game Plus mod for this.
Well,
I would
that
play it
was indeed
way more.
wonderful.
I think I'm done after one try. This just takes way too long.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any
No, you definitely could have done that better. You won't make one.
Don't want it.
I'm close to having one optimized character, and I just cannot do it.
Don't want it.
Worst stuff possible. Come on, please do one in this attempt of 20.
Couldn't have done it any better.
Batch of 20 if you can't make anything good.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it
That's
any
not
better.
even good because it's got a spare factor on it.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better.
No, you definitely could have. You fucking suck. Please do a better job.
This could. Do you not think it a triumph? Such. Do you
Come
not
on,
think it a
just make
triumph?
one.
This could. Do you not think it a triumph?
It's not a triumph. You suck balls.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think I couldn't have done it any better. I think couldn't have done it any
Ugh.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better. I think I might have a real
Let's
match.
take the worst things from gacha games and put them in a single-player game. Great idea.
Don't want it. Couldn't have done it any better.
How much money would this cost if this was...
Don't want it.
These were like paid loot
Couldn't
boxes?
have done it any better.
Be easily thousands of dollars by now. The difference is I would have had like multiple copies of everything
Couldn't have done it any better.
instead of just endless garbage.
Don't want it.
Alright, I can't take this anymore. I'm out of patience. Fresh out of patience. I've had enough. Where's that 30%? I can't take it anymore. End up in an institution again. Keep doing this shit. Oh, I already have a 30%. What's something else to put on there? I can't do this anymore. Maybe there's another one in here somewhere. If I want it perfect, I'll just cheat it in. I cannot do this any longer. I'll lose my mind. Here's a 22%. Perfect. Let's just use that. Alright.
Leave this with.
I
Do you
cannot
not
take the
think it a
min-maxing
triumph?
anymore.
Leave this. Do you not think it a triumph? I've not. Do you not think it a triumph? I've not. Do you not think it a? I've not. Do you not think it a triumph? Leave this. Do you
Alright.
not think it a triumph?
Okay, so I got one more slot. So I want the lightning projectiles now. Let me go ahead and save before I do this.
I've mastered. Do you not think it a triumph? Leave this. Do you not think it a triumph? I've mastered. Do you not think it a triumph? I've mastered. Do you not think it a triumph? Leave this. Do you not think it a triumph? Leave this. Do you not think it a triumph? I've mastered. Do you not think it? Leave this. Do you not think it a triumph? I've mastered. Do you not think it a triumph?
Alright, finally done. It only took like, what, an hour? Oh man. I'm totally just using, I'm just gonna equipment edit every other piece from this point. I cannot do that any longer. I've reached my limits. Alright. Let me go ahead and save that before I forget. Oh man, that took ages. Imagine doing that for the other 7 characters. Let's take a final tally here. Yeah, so almost 60% accessories factor, which means all this is getting buffed like crazy. Weapon factor. So that's like more crit damage. And then 20% chance proc rate for using no AP, and then the stagger power. What is her stats right now? She's got like 16k attack power.
Leave it to me.
Alright.
A wise choice.
Let's see here.
question now is where to focus my efforts next. The question now is where to focus my efforts next. The question now is where to focus my efforts next. The question now is where to focus my efforts next. The question now is where to focus my efforts next. The question now is where to focus my efforts next.
You are significant.
Energy levels low.
Nothing shall see us return.
Threat detected.
You're mine.
Threat neutralized.
Hardly look at you.
Warning. Destroy. Guarantee emergency protocols. Insufficient output.
Don't get cocky.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
This will leave us alone.
Item obtained.
For heroic.
Insufficient output. Threat neutralized. Destroy.
Try not to make a fight you cannot win. In your next life, Colt. Hang back. I got you.
Warning. Energy levels low. Threat neutralized. Insufficient destroy.
We've only to go.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Hostile gathering strength. Line fire coming. Warning. Energy levels low.
Overconfidence. Remember. We always resort to violence.
Insufficient output. Batting at maximum. Danger.
Here I am. This will leave a mark.
Usefulness low.
Hardly look at you.
Warning. Energy Preparations complete.
Hardly look a challenge.
Insufficient output. Threat warning. Energy levels low. Destroys. Eliminated. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Neutralized. Security.
We shall prevail.
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
Get cocky.
Insufficient output. Destroyed.
How shall we proceed?
Warning. Energy levels low.
Overconfidence precedes carelessness. Remember that. You are significantly outmatched. Out my
Usefulness low. Usefulness low. Insufficient destroyed.
Your next luck, of course. No need for heroics.
Warning. Energy levels low. Perilous attack incoming. Threat neutralized. Destroyed.
Stay sharp.
Insufficient output. Toxicity detected. Unable to continue combat. Threat neutralized. Usefulness. No threats detected.
Get cocky.
Warning. Energy levels low.
You're mine.
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Hostile gathering strength. Blindside recommended. Insufficient output. Positional tactics ineffective. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low.
Hardly look a challenge.
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Chance of survival dropping. Item obtained. Insufficient output. Positional tactics infected. Replicating fire suppression. Positional tactics infected.
We always resort to fire.
Warning. Energy levels low.
I will fight.
Insufficient output.
You rang?
Destroyed. Warning. Energy levels low.
Coming through. Too late to regret.
Insufficient output.
Fight another day. You will be ours.
Energy levels low. Threat neutralized.
Do you wish to flee the... Then must...
Back. I got
Insufficient output. Danger. Perilous attack in execute onside maneuver.
This will sting.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Dance until you die. This will sting.
Chance of survival dropping.
Dance until you die.
Isolate. Now get in there. Fire, baby.
Dance until you die.
Chance of survival dropping.
Do you wish to flee this town? Then must...
We've only
Insufficient output.
Fight harder.
So, it falls to me.
Confirming impaired judgment. Powerless attack incoming. Execute blindside maneuver. Danger.
All right there, princess? Still got work to do.
Chance of survival dropping. Cognition under attack. External temperature rising. Chance of survival drop. Unable to continue combat. Warning. Energy immediate heat required. Confirming impaired judgment. Recommending fire suppression.
Are you paying attention? Dance until you die.
I know you've got some fight left in you.
Insufficient output.
I have my fun, but the time has come to
Can't get rid of me that easy. How's that?
Energy levels low. External temperature rising.
Bang!
Danger. Unable to continue combat.
No,
Insufficient
no hit stun at all. None. No hit stun in sight. It's infinite hyper armor.
energy levels low.
You're doing pretty good with actually letting you stagger bosses, but this boss just does not let you have any fun whatsoever. Strictly business.
dance until you die.
Will not die. You don't stagger to anything, do you?
Chance of survival
Completely wall. Great.
Show your skill, Letty.
Summon ads as well, the worst.
survival dropping.
Come on, kill the ad.
Shall see to this.
Dance until you die.
They don't kill the ad, they just stand there.
A wise choice.
Insufficient output.
Are you paying attention?
No, I'm not.
Are you paying attention? Dance until you die. Very well. I recognize this.
She can't revive. I think I set her up to do it.
Chance of survival dropping.
What a boring boss fight. Don't let me combo. Just walk through everything, why don't you? Just walk through every single attack I'm doing. Doesn't matter. Just ignore hit stun. Great fun.
Do you wish to flee the
Shut up.
Get cocky.
I wish you would stagger. No fun allowed.
Danger.
Okay, you just die to nothing? Alright.
Cognition under attack. Perilous attack incoming. Execute blindside maneuver. Chance of survival dropping. External temperature rising. Danger. Unable to continue combat.
How are they all dead?
Don't let me down.
Dance until you see his mercy. Impertinent.
Chance of
Come
survival.
on, die!
Unable to continue combat.
Stay strong, Lady Malphite. What's this for the you here?
A wise choice. Warning. Energy levels low. Danger.
Leave it to me.
Unable to continue
Come
combat.
on, stop dying!
Unable to continue combat.
Dance until you die.
Doing all right there, princess?
This is mercy.
Come on, I pushed the button, he didn't do it! Fuck, man!
Chance of survival dropping.
Let me out! Dumb AI! You just struggle when the AI, the bosses fly or they don't stagger. Just wasted all this damn time on this stupid combo build. It doesn't even work on this boss.
Sufficient output.
He just walks through every single thing I'm doing. Bullshit. Stay in the fucking combo.
Prepare just
Your fate is sealed.
Yeah, just get bursted down.
perilous attack imminent. Execute
Cheap ass boss.
Chance of survival
Nice,
dropping.
just never stagger to anything. Armor, armor, armor.
Unable to continue
Fight
combat.
left in yet.
That's how they make every boss hard now, is just... They don't react to attacks. They walk through it.
You've got some fight left in yet.
And the summon adds as well, which is even worse. Not enough to have perma hyper armor.
Fire suppression.
Summon adds too.
This is mercy.
Unable to continue combat. Warning. Energy levels low.
On!
Dance until you die.
Unable to continue combat. Insufficient output. A wise choice. Warning. Energy levels low. Danger. Unable to
Just
continue
always in
combat.
armor. There's no hits done. The build doesn't work when they don't stagger. She never gets staggered or downed or juggled or anything. You have like that one chance at the beginning, and then she just decides
Warning.
hits done as a suggestion. Fuck you!
You will know pain.
Look how all that stuff I put on him doesn't matter.
Immediate heat required.
Your fate is sealed.
Paying attention.
Body's temperature.
I spent an hour on this, making those stupid builds. Doesn't help.
Unable. Chance of survival dropping.
Boss is just fucking coward ass mage. Fuck that. Yeah, I think that game is kind of bunk for style play, unfortunately. kind of realizing that 40 hours in, but yeah. You can't use it on the end game bosses. They just ignore the game mechanics, which is always so much fun. That's alright. I tried. It really is just stacking as much damage as possible. Just boring. Probably need to edit all the characters like that. I definitely will just cheat to do that, but then it's like, what's the point of even bothering? Yeah, this game is cool. This game is cool. But yeah, I think Star Ocean is kind of bunk for style play, unfortunately. Kind of sucks to find that out so many hours in, but you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. I still had fun playing it. That's all that really matters. But yeah, it doesn't seem that great for style play. I'll have to look. Maybe the New Game Plus idea for that game would still be some fun content to make, but kinda just don't feel like playing it anymore right now. Need a little palate cleanser after playing that so much. You definitely can't do it on the Assyria Queen. You definitely can't do it on her, so have to find some other target. Probably might play more later tonight. But yeah, I need a little break from that game. Spent a lot of time looking at that menu, and I'm like exhausted. This game is called Skybreakers. Yeah, it's like a Survivor's game, but you actually control it. You actually control it instead of just kind of watching, which is generally my criteria. Like, you actually are expected to dodge attacks. You have, like, dash cancels and stuff. It's, I do think the gear is a little bit uninteresting, but it's fun enough. You're only gonna add more to it later, so... It's only $8. I think I've gotten my $8 worth already. I have no complaints. I've spent $8 on worse products than this. have a martial artist, which helps its case with me. That was what got me to buy it. This build is pretty nuts. save up for this, and then grab those other two. Try to raise 400 crystals. With the Bunshins punching stuff, and the Bunshins also generate combo count. It's actually pretty busted, because every 100 hits, those flashes go across the screen. You can really rack up a lot of points. It's a pretty good build. Pretty good build here. Nice palate cleanser after all that Star menuing. A little bit more gameplay. Probably try this Syria Queen later tonight, maybe. I think I'm just kind of exhausted of that game for now. Great. Alright, good. That finisher damage is going to be nuts with how much attack speed I have. Grab that. Then you get an extra finisher. That's bad busted. Alright. Try to get those medicine ones. Yeah, but you actually dodge attacks. There's like dash canceling and stuff. So it's definitely one of those games that's like that, but it's like that, but it's got its own thing going on.
愚昧的凡人，逆天而行，不得善终。
How much attack speed did I have? 110%. Yeah. Let's play as him for a bit. Oh, this weapon sucks. This weapon's way worse than what I had before. Yeah, fuck that. I didn't know I was, like, re-rolling the entire weapon. Like, yeah, that weapon sucks. Attack speed is king in that game, because there's so many things that, proc off attack speed. Like, yeah, if you're attacking slow, you're not killing stuff. But yeah, that game was really fun. It was only $8. Very enjoyable. It actually runs really nice on the Steam Deck too. I played it a little bit before I took it to the shop. Let me check my status right now. It's taken like a whole day. They haven't even worked on it yet. I don't know how long it takes to install a hard drive. Apparently it takes them like 2 days to do it. It better be done tomorrow. I don't know why they couldn't just do it right away. Like, here's $10 extra. Can you just do this now? I'll spend like $20 just getting there and back. That's why I wanted them to just do it right away, but I guess they have some kind of queue system, and they don't tell you that until you get there. I even asked, like, can I just pay extra? Can I just pay extra and get this done now? Like, I told them, like, I don't have a car. I don't have a car, so it's a real pain to get there. I'm like, no, we're in a queue system. I'm like, well, why can't you just do it? I know I sound like a Karen saying that, but I don't know. They're like, oh, it'll be done tomorrow, and apparently it's not, because they're closed now. They haven't even started working on it. I haven't been able to go anywhere or, like, spend any money on my card all day, because I'm waiting. I'm saving the money that's on my card so that I can actually get there, but it takes them forever and a day to do simple stuff, apparently. There's no one else in town that will do it. Bakersfield is just kind of bunk for tech stuff. There's like one good place to buy it, and there's very few places to get things repaired. So you end up in situations like this where they overcharge and they don't work fast. Alright, anyway. Let's see here. Basically going to be even tomorrow, even if they do actually finish with it tomorrow, it's going to take like almost all day before I can start making content on it again, because I'm going to need to re-download pretty much every game. all the games that I couldn't play before will have to be re-downloaded, and then it's setting up all the ROMs and stuff. Luckily, I have all my ROMs, like my Switch games and stuff, are backed up, so it won't take too long, I guess, but it might not be a stream tomorrow. This game did not take so long to get into gameplay. Takes forever to get into. Just get into the game. Why do your logos take like 2 minutes? And you can't just skip the cutscene. You gotta hold it. I hate that about games now. Like, just push the button and skip it. What the hell? What's wrong with my computer? Alright, I gotta go anyway, folks. I'll come back tonight. Let's see here. I need something to play besides Star Ocean. Like, I'm really on the brink of being really burnt out on that game, so might start Lost Judgment. Blaze Blue updates in a few days. Probably play Wo Long again. Yeah, I finished with Star Ocean a little bit earlier than I thought, so now I need to figure out what the next game's going to be. And I got a couple games that got updated, so I might look into those. But yeah, Star Ocean seems kind of bunk for style play. It's like the hardest bosses don't stagger, so I don't know how interesting it's going to be to combo trash mobs. I mean, that's pretty much what DMC is to a degree, because DMC is like no different really, but I kind of wanted to combo bosses. We'll see. I might play it a little bit more tonight, but I think I have to go over to my neighbor's house soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. If I do come back tonight, it'll be with, I might start the next game, or I might play I have some emulated stuff to play, actually. I wanted to try out the Tekken 6 beat 'em up campaign, because apparently it got leaked that Tekken 8 is going to have that as well. So I might play some of that tonight. Yeah, maybe I need a little cooldown period before I start another game. I definitely don't want to do another JRPG. If I did, it would probably be Xillia 2, because that game is really short with cheats and not watching the story, which I've already done all the endings in that game. Yeah, I think I need something a little shorter. So maybe Wo Long prep time. East 10 got that 60 FPS patch. Scarlet Nexus I wasn't really feeling, but maybe I need to give that more of a chance. Lost Judgment. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later tonight. There's not going to be any kitty sitting streams for a while, because they have some stuff they need to work on at their house before I can be over there regularly. I can't really talk about it in detail, but it's some stuff that they're working on. And then also, I do not have my Steam Deck. I'm not going back to streaming on the phone, so we'll see. I think streams are going to be mostly from home now, and I'll probably have more time to make actual videos. Right now, my focus is going to be on the Steam Deck stuff, because I've wanted to do a lot of benchmarks, especially with the 3.5 update, which made a lot of the games I play run a lot better. But with only 46 gigs of onboard storage, it was just impossible. I had to keep uninstalling and reinstalling stuff, and now, if things go well, it's going to have 1 terabyte of storage in there, so shader cache won't be an issue. I'll be able to do like more PS2 and PS3 games. Switch games, I don't know if I'll really bother with, mostly because most of them don't run much better than the Switch. There's a couple that do, but Switch emulation on the Steam Deck is nowhere near as good as a lot of people lead you to believe. It's decent. It depends on the kind of game. You know, there's some stuff like Gungrave that doesn't have a PC port or the new content. Like, it probably runs a little bit better. It'll probably run a little bit better than the Switch, but like not that much. So I don't know how much I'm gonna bother with that, but I do have all the games already dumped, so I will be experimenting with that as well. So I'm going to assume that they'll actually give me the damn thing back tomorrow. At that point, I have all my stuff on an external hard drive. I'm going to copy over like pretty much everything, and I'll probably be re-downloading stuff for a day. So I think at that point, I'll probably play some games while I wait for that, and then I'll probably be really working hard on content. I want to start making videos again. I've been so depressed, and with the Steam Deck, the onboard memory was really blue-balling me. It's like a hard cap on how much you can do. And last time, I screwed up my Steam Deck by moving all the shader cache to the card. So now I won't need to do that, which means that all the big games and stuff I can play. See, I'm gonna go. I gotta feed the cats a little bit. I think I might get something to eat as well, and then I'll see about coming back later with something that's not Star Ocean.